I know y'all know the first of the month. The first of the month, the Bone Thugs in Harmony, buddy. The Thuggish Ruggish. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Good morning. It is currently 10:26 a.m. Monday, January 1st. Let's give it a round of applause for the new year. Congratulations, you made it to 2024. Isn't that crazy? You've made it to 2024. Now, I'm only making this video to talk about one thing, and it's just a recap of my 2023 year and just a couple lessons that I've learned from it, and just to get things off my chest, why not? Why not start the new year with letting go of everything from last year? Basically, 2023, I learned that you can't always get everything you want. You really can't. You can't always get everything you want. Now, yes, put your mind to it, work hard for your goals, take those steps, take those actions. But don't be discouraged because you didn't get it right when you wanted it, or you didn't get it at all. I realized that as I was going through a lot of ups and downs this year with just personal issues or volleyball or relationships, whatever. But I'm just going to go over my months, basically a small recap. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Just going to talk about pretty much everything that happened. I'm going to separate these into 3 parts. Part 1 is spring semester, clearly, because I'm in college. Spring semester, summertime, fall semester. Spring semester, during that time, I learned that not everybody can be your friend, and you're going to have some people in life that you have to cut off. It's just that simple. They were just very toxic and had a lot of healing to do, and just they had a lot going on with themselves that they needed to figure out. I wasn't going to be the person to hold their hand and walk them like a baby through their healing process. And honestly, I don't even think they want to change or they want to heal. I think they're still running away from their traumas and problems, but that is none of my business anymore. I'll go into detail about that person in another video, but just basically know that I cut that person off. They were very negative, and it was affecting my life and influencing me, and I didn't like it at all. Anyways, it's the first of the month, guys, so let's lock in this year. Back to what I was saying. Volleyball-wise, I basically was off for 5 months. I got injured during the fall semester of 2023. No, 2022. Yeah, fall semester of 2022. Yeah, I had to stay off of it because I was afraid of injuring it more if I played on it anymore, because I honestly didn't really know what the injury was for real, so I didn't want to injure it even more messing around. So yeah, I was off for 5 months, and that was the longest I had ever been off of volleyball. The longest I ever was off of volleyball before that was like a month and a half or 2. As long as I've been a student athlete, played volleyball, I've never been off that long. And I was afraid. I was scared. I didn't know if I could play volleyball anymore if I continued to play on it. I didn't know how to fix it. I was just afraid. All these negative thoughts clouding my mind, stopping me from becoming great. Anyways, but basically that was my spring semester. I did good with grades. Pretty much classes were fine. Volleyball, I had stepped away from it. I had to step away from it, you know what I'm saying? It was very tough, dealing with the mentality of I want to get better, but I can't get better if my body isn't ready to get better, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go through some physical therapy, go to the doctor, just to see what the problem was, and some misunderstandings and blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, so I was off for 5 months, and that was spring semester. Summertime. So during May, I went to Korea. I went to Korea in May. Isn't that crazy? I thought I was never going to leave the country until I was grown, 25, 26, maybe have a boyfriend or so. I don't know. Like, I thought I was not gonna touch out the country until I was like in my 30s. Luckily enough, I have a really great friend who travels the country at a young age, or travels the world at a young age, and she invited me because I'm her sister for real. So thank you, love, always appreciated. Anyways, so I went to Korea with her and another person and another person. It was 4 of us. It was honestly a great experience. 20 out of 10, but actually minus 10 because of the cigarettes. Cigarettes were ridiculous. I don't know what it is with that side of the world. Like, literally that side of the world. Like, if you looked at the global map, cut it in half, that side of the world, bro. I don't know what it is with y'all and cigarettes. I really don't know what it is with Europe, Asia. I don't know what it is with y'all and cigarettes. Like, I really don't know. Like, y'all need to get it together, because cigarettes is not it. It's really disgusting. It's quite one of the worst things in the world to smoke. Disgusting. Vapes aren't any better. I'm not talking about it. America need to get it together too. Like, all that smoking shit need to go out the window. The only thing I might let slide is weed. But some people put crazy shit in their weed, so I ain't got time for that. Anyways, Korea was awesome. 10 out of 10 experience. Don't worry. Everybody minded their business. Nobody was mean. Like, there was a lot of nice people. Met some really cool people in the clubs. Like, I had a great time. I lost the hell out of my voice, though. My voice was gone. Like, it was non-existent, bruh. And I had gotten sick in Korea, too. That was pretty crazy. I went to the hospital in Korea. It was pretty wild. I had tonsillitis. Worst thing ever for people that have ear, nose, and throat problems, but whatever. But overall experience, 10 out of 10. Anyways, coming back home, I instantly started my training, my Mamba mentality training. I knew that my knee was like messed up, but I knew that it had certain limits. Like, I could still play defense in volleyball. Like, I could still pass, I could still move on defense, but I guess I just couldn't jump as much because I was a hitter. So I really think, no, I really am a utility player. Folks ain't finna tell me what I am, but whatever. Volleyball training was awesome. I met some really cool people over the summer, and I went to the gym every day. I had a gym partner. Like, the only days I did not go to the gym were rest days. Rest days were like the important days, replenish your body, take care of yourself, whatever you want to call it. I was really really on my stuff because I missed 5 months, so I had to lock in. I was like, nah, I gotta lock in, bro, because when I come back, I gotta be something crazy to want to play. And mind you, this was at the time that I thought that we were going to have the same coach coming back, but no, our coach quit, and then we had to get a new coach over the summer. So I was like mentally preparing for that coach, only to get a new coach, and I was like, well, dang. Still training for myself, but my mindset was completely different. I'm like, dang, so I don't know what type of coach this is, so I don't know what to train for, but I was still like, let me still just keep going. But whatever. Met some really awesome people. Like, I love volleyball people. Volleyball people are so cool. I met like these group of people who play volleyball with me like every Saturday, and we go to the same church, and we always play. Like, it's so fun. And then they invite me out to like other places that they might play at. Like, they are so cool. We have like this big volleyball group chat. Like, there's like some numbers in there I don't even know, but I'm positive I've probably seen their faces. Like, I'm always meeting some cool people. Now, the crazy part about this is like majority of them motherfuckers is Asian. I don't know how I even got to meet all these Asian people during the summer, but they're really cool, bro. They're just so cool, bro. I have a lot of other volleyball friends, but I met a lot of like Asian friends over the summer. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, pretty much everybody in that group chat is somewhat Asian. Somewhat. It's quite crazy. I think I'm the only black girl in there. It's okay. They're all fire. Some of them actually play like volleyball, like for real. And then some of them just play for fun. They were like nice training people, like nice training buddies. Like, they were really cool to play against. Even though we was like playing around, they were still helping me, get better and all that stuff. So they were really cool, bro. And I've made like a connection with them to like every time I come back from school, we always link up and we're like, hey, let's go play volleyball, you know what I'm saying, whenever they can. But cool peoples. And here we go, fall semester of this past year. So fall semester was, I don't even know what to call it. I always go through like some tough times during the fall semester, and it's really because I'm trying to juggle grades and volleyball, because volleyball gets like really crazy when it's in season, and you never know, random ass motherfuckers, randoms might add on to the negativity in your life. You don't know what happens, bro. You just never know. You can never tell. I know that during the fall semester we got a new coach, so things are ran differently and things are just out of order, out of place. Like, it was very chaotic. The new coach that we got is I don't even know what to call it. It's like organized chaos, but actually not organized. Like, the coach definitely knows like how to run us to the ground and pick on certain things and make you better, but overall doesn't coach. Like, I don't know how to say it. Our coach that we have now took a while to get around to the team. She took a minute to actually like understand what type of players we were, which is fine because, it's going to take a coach some adjusting to get used to a new team. But it just took the entire season. Literally like the last 5 to 6 games is when it started to click, because the rest of the season, it was a struggle. It really was. But I'm going to just talk about me personally. Me personally as a player, after not playing for 5 months in the spring semester, I had something to prove. I had something to show. So I went crazy the first practice, maybe like the first week of practice. And then after that, it was kind of like leveled out. And at first it was like competition was high. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wants to play. So everybody's looking at each other weird, and I want my playing time. And, I tried my best not to focus on it, but I can't say that I didn't. I was focused on playing time because I didn't play as much last year like I wanted to. So I literally only played like 5-6 games last year. Disgusting. I was like, I'm not coming my junior year to just sit around like I did last year. I'm not doing that shit. So I was upset. Like, at the beginning, she was trying out so many different lineups, like moving people in different positions. Like, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty wild. I was focused on it at first. I'm like, fuck. Like, she moving middles to the right side, and right side's supposed to be my position and shit. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what? So I thought I was really just blaming myself. Like, dang, am I really not that good to the point where the coach got to move a middle to the right side because the right sides aren't doing their job? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really crazy. Like, that's what I was thinking about. It really did get to me. Like, I had like a 3-week span of like not being here. So, like that feeling of like you're here, but you are not really here. Like, you're physically here, but you're mentally not here. And I was like stuck like that for like a month. Like, I did not know how to come back to reality. Like, I was stuck. Like, all the coping mechanisms that I used to like bring myself back to reality, hold myself back to the ground, bring my soul back in, it wasn't working. Like, that's how stressed out I was, to the point where I started pulling out my hair again, because I have like a really bad hair pulling problem when I was little, and I've always been trying to like keep my hands out of my hair so I don't do anything, but went straight right back to it. Was pulling out my edges, pulling out the back of my hair. Was like literally so stressed out that my ear was going in and out. Like, mind you, I have like a little ear problem. I have like a birth defect in my left ear, so I'm kind of like partially deaf. So anything with my ear, nose, and throat, if anything happens to that, this gets messed up somehow. But why was I so stressed out that my ear was going in and out? Like, I was deaf one moment, and I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, I literally, oh my God, it's like muffled. And then it would come back to reality where it can actually hear again, like its usual hearing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out that my ear is moving off my emotions. Like, that's crazy. Like, I had never been that stressed out in my life. But yeah, volleyball was my escape, and volleyball was the reason that it was making me stressed. So I was like in a never-ending cycle of, what the fuck do I do? Oh my God. And the only way to relieve it was to play in a game, like get playing time. And I was like, oh my God. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I had definitely some up and downs, and I had a moment where I was like trapped in my own head, and it was really hard to get out, like doubting myself, telling me all these things like, you'll never be great, you'll never be like this. Especially when I have a teammate who's like really fucking cool, and she's awesome, and she knows exactly who she is. She was a person I admired. Not was, still is. She is a person I admire, and admire as a player and a person. You know how like you have people that you idolize, but you don't ever like think you can meet them, or like that it's like a parasocial relationship. This was I won't even call her an idol, because idol was crazy, but to have somebody that you admire really, really bad, and them being right next to you in your life every day is really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga was my teammate. So I'm like, oh my God. Every single day I get to talk, play, and fuck around with this nigga. Like, it's so cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fire. Like, she's so cool to me. Still is cool. Love you, girl. So basically, I was comparing myself to her because that's what you do to your idols. You compare yourself to them, especially if that's somebody you aspire to be. And that's where I was getting like really in the trenches because I was like, because I'm very self-aware. Like, I know that I'll never be somebody else. I can only be me, and I can only be my best me. So it was really hard dealing with those negative thoughts like, you're never gonna be great, you're never gonna be this, I'm just like, why am I having these thoughts? Like, I've never been a negative person like this. Like, this is crazy. So I remember I had like a whole like ranting session with her because she's basically one of my best friends now. And I was telling her like all of my thoughts, like everything that was coming across, you know, all that stuff. And she was like, bro, cut that shit out. Cut that fucking shit out. And I was like, you're right, my fault. It wasn't that easy, but she was right. And her mom had talked to me one time when I was explaining like my thoughts to her. Her mom didn't even get past like the first couple of sentences that was coming out of my mouth. And she was like, Ashanti, cut that shit out. Cut it out. Because the only person that can stop all that is you. Ain't nobody else gonna help you, bro. You're the only person who can do that. So you better lock the heck in because I know you can be great. And I was like, what? All of a sudden it clicked. Literally the next day I was playing like a monster, like a beast. Anyways, it may have took me a month to get out of that rut because I was definitely having some crazy mental breakdowns, but I made it out and I'm shining bright like a diamond. I was a rock in the rough. So progressively towards the end of the season, I was getting more consistent. I was getting better. My stats were getting better. Like, I was doing better as a player and a person. So cool. I ended on a good note. But the bad note, the lesson from this semester, you don't always get what you want. You don't always. But I don't count that as a loss. I count that as a lesson. So basically, we lost the CIAA championship. Still not healed from that. I mean, I guess I can say I'm over it, but it still hurts my soul because we won last year. And I have like this thing in my head where I'm like, okay, I didn't play as much last year and we won. Cool, we won. But I didn't play, so it's not hitting the same, you know what I'm saying? So I really wanted it this year because I was playing more. So I was like, let's go. I have something to prove. Like, I should be on the court too. And then we lost. And I was like, oh my God. Now I feel like, well, I'm on the court and we lost. I wasn't on the court and we won. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I feel like I'm the problem. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know I wasn't the problem that game. I know I wasn't. That was one of my best games. Even though, like, the stats don't say it, mentality-wise, that was one of my best games, bro. Because I was locked. I was locked, bro. I was like, oh, nah, I'm winning this. But it's a team sport. You can't win it by yourself. Sadly, even though I did the best I could, you got to be there to uplift your other teammates and make sure that they can play their best game too. Because it's a team sport, bro. Even though we lost in the CIAA championship, I was very angry. Like, I was so mad at first and overcome with emotion that I was seeing fog on the court. It was getting blurry. My vision was getting blurry. So I had to calm down. And the only reason why I calmed down because I was really mad at first. Like, I was so mad, and then the tears were about to come, but the tears weren't even coming because I was that mad. And then my teammate came to me, love her too, and she was like, hey man, played the best you could. You did what you could. Now you just gotta lock in and come back next season and be that person, be that gal, be that leader. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, it was the stuff that she was saying to me. I was like, that's when I started crying. And then, you know, I had to break down. But I was cool. I was cool. Those were like angry, sad tears. Angry, sad tears. A mixture of both. I was mad as hell we lost, but I was sad because everything that I had worked so hard for was over. I was like, fuck. It's over already, bro. And I was sad about it for like a week or two. That the only way to like really like heal from it was to watch the game, watch it back, and I did. It was so painful. Anyways, but I will say that this was definitely like a learning season, like definitely up and down learning season, pretty much. But this upcoming season, for this next fall, I'm not playing with you niggas. I'm not. So basically, that is the recap of 2023 for me. Big lesson I learned during the spring semester. Not everybody can be your friend. You can't save everybody. You got to save yourself first. Protect yourself first before you can help anybody. Help yourself first. Love yourself first before you can love anybody else. Lesson 2 during the summer. Bro, like, don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Like, for real, bro. Like, don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. If you said this is what you are, that's what you are, bro. I am. Those are some strong words. Be careful what you put behind I am, because the more you tell yourself that's what you are, your brain's going to start believing it. Real information, bro. If you gotta lie to yourself like, I'm the greatest volleyball player of all time. Now, reality, yes, clearly I know I'm not the greatest volleyball player of all time, but if I keep telling myself that, and my brain will start to believe it, then I'll start to act like it, and then I become it. It's all about what you tell yourself, bro. And then during the fall semester, like I said, you can't always get what you want, but don't count it as a loss. I didn't lose that game. That was a lesson. I don't count L's as losses. When you put an L to me, that's a lesson, not a loss. So I learned my lesson that game. What I could fix, what I could do better, what was the problem. I could analyze it all over and over again, but all that's left to do is to take action. Just to take action, bro. That's it. So I've learned my lessons over the year. I had a great year. I did. I had a great year. It was a cool year, bro. Life is full of ups and downs, so I'm not tweaking about that. I'm just happy that I finished strong. My new aspirations, I won't even call this new. This isn't even new. Everybody's always talking about some new year, new me. No. It's a new year, but that doesn't change anything. It's another day. It's another day to get better, to take that step forward to the same goal you've probably had for a couple of years. Now for me, change is very important because I don't like doing one thing for too long. I really don't. I'm one of those people that need to change something and change an environment, move around a bit, because I don't like doing one thing for too long. So for this year, I've told myself that one of my biggest goals is consistency, and it's the same goal that I've had last year, so that's not changing. But there's a quote from a YouTuber, I think his name is Shimon Davis, and he's really cool, bro. Like, he's a really cool YouTuber, very positive, inspirational. He's a very great YouTuber, and I feel like y'all should watch him because he talks about real things. He talks about that real mentality that you need in the world to get what you need to get and to go where you want to go. He's really fire. Thank you, Shimon Davis. Hope you have a great day. So for me, consistency is a goal that I've had since last year, and I feel like I've achieved it during the 2023, but I'm not done. I still got some consistency for the rest of my life to figure out. So that's still one goal that I need to continue to do. And I think the new one is a quote that he said. Nothing changes if nothing changes, bro. Oh my God. It's so simple, but it sticks to me because of how crazy that line is. Nothing changes if nothing changes, bro. It's literally insanity, bro. Insanity is the definition of doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. I feel like I've been going insane. I've been doing the same thing for years and expecting a different outcome. I've literally been going insane, bro. And that's what I realized when Shimon Davis said that quote. Thank you, big bro. Nothing changes if nothing changes, bro. And I feel like that quote it stuck to me the strongest just because I'm always a person that's I need to do this. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do this. Da, 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 da. And then I never do it. I'm actually tired of being that person that says I'm going to do something and never do it. I like backing up my words. I like being a dependable person that you can trust and believe. I'm going to aspire and strive every day to be that person because that's what I am. I am that person. What am I talking about? I'm already that person. I'm already somebody you can depend on. I'm already somebody you can believe and trust. I don't want no wavering of any hesitation in my brain anymore. I'm tired of hesitation. Hesitation is the one thing that keeps stopping me from becoming great. I'm not hesitating anymore. No hesitation. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And consistency. I'm really about to be about this, bro. I'm not even playing, bro. Now, I can't say I'm about to be a consistent YouTuber. No. I'll be here and there. I'm not really here to really make this a job or anything, but I kind of just like talking. And just when I don't have nobody to talk to, not saying that I don't, I have plenty of people to talk to, don't worry. I have great friends, great family, great relationships in life. But sometimes you want to tell people you don't know. Sometimes you want to reach out to those that you don't know. And you want to create conversation with them and let them know that they're not alone in some things, you know? That'll be the end of this video for me. I will keep you guys updated on 2024 about my upcoming spring semester, my summer, and my fall semester. And let's see the difference in how I am now to later. I think my mentality will change a little bit, but I'm still going to have those same goals in life. I know that I've already achieved consistency. I know that I've already achieved nothing changes if nothing changes. And I know that I've already achieved. See, I already forgot the other thing that I didn't say, but I know I'm about to achieve it. Trust. Don't let nobody tell you who you are and what you want to be. You are the only person who can fix that, change that, and make that happen for yourself. Take action, bro. Speaking of taking action, the new pro volleyball league just dropped. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, we've never had a pro volleyball league. I guess if you count the Olympic level, but to come from college to the Olympic level is insane. You kind of need that pro league in between to like get that experience, so then you can go to the Olympic level. And I'm so glad they finally made a pro league volleyball team. This is awesome, bro. This is freaking amazing. This is awesome. So your girl's gonna sign up. I'm going to take those actions and take those steps forward to get to where I already am. Life just needs to catch up. Shimon Davis, thank you. You're amazing. You're right. Life really does just need to catch up. And that's a great way of thinking. I don't know what made you think like that. I really don't know. But I'm glad that it reached me. So I'm going to become a volleyball player. No, I'm going to become a pro volleyball player. I already am. Life just needs to catch up. Y'all have a good day. And hopefully y'all 2024 goes amazing. I know you'll reach exactly where you need to go. I'm not worried about you, bro. I'm not. Because I know you're going to make it. I know you're going to make it, bro. All right. Y'all have a good day. I'm not really like the outro, intro type person either. I really don't have like no set intro, set outro, none of that stuff. But yeah, have a great day. And I might even come over here and just like rant about like stupid things that happen in life or just stupid experiences or whatever. I think that's just what this is gonna be. And I think I'll have different content, like, trust. I'll have different content, like, for sure. It'll be maybe gaming, maybe dancing, maybe volleyball. I don't know, maybe arts and crafts. I don't know. It'll be something different every time I post. Something's gonna be different. Because nothing changes if nothing changes. See what I did? All right, y'all have a great day now. Also, it's the first of the month. So the first of the months, those are the greatest days of the year, bro. Like, the first of the month is always so fire. So let's have a great first of the month and a great 2024. See y'all later. I really gotta hand it to y'all.